dead. No, it's true. Unfortunately, I was born premature, and I was born dead when I got to see my medical record, and it said baby boy Coccaro was the heartbeat for an undetermined period of time. I'm going, that's horrible. And what it also meant, though, is that I kind of took me a while to develop in terms of coordination and those types of things, and it really came up in first grade when I think I'm the only person ever to have a parent-teacher conference for PE. And my father told me about it, and of course he had to spare me no details and just say, yes, son, your teacher told us that he thought that there was no way you could be that spastic and that uncoordinated. I said, your mother and I both tried to cry. We tried to explain that no, that's true. That I was that uncoordinated. And so one of the things that I later found out from one of my best friends was that one of the things that I thought I was winning all the time when I was, competing against certain people was because they thought it'd be funny if they put me up against all the other handicapped children or the special needs children. So the kid with the wheelchair and the walker and the fake leg, all those kids, I could beat all them, and I felt great about it too. Because heck, we're in America, and America is about winning.
Yeah.
So academically, though, things went a lot better. I got to go to the University of Virginia, and when I was there one weekend, I had to come home for some event and got stuck going on the bus, which was awful because it was like twice as long to go one way than it was to do the entire round trip. And I ended up getting to a different location than normal, so I called my dad up, and he's like, well, I don't know where that is, just take a cab. So when I first started, there was about 8 or 9 cabs there, and when I came back, there was just one. And this guy's like, oh, you want to sit in the front? I'm like, no, I'll sit in the back. I'm like, okay, sure. So he's like, where are we going? We're going to Springfield. Okay, where's that? I said, if I knew where that was, I would say, have my dad come get me, sir. He's like, all right, so we're pulling out. Doors are already locked, unfortunately. And he goes, that's okay. And he sticks his head out the window and goes, don't worry, the mothership will guide us home. I'm like, what? Well, the mothership will guide us home. I forgot to tell you, my name is Lars, and I'm from Mars, and you're having a cab ride with an alien. Really? Okay. So we actually do get home, obviously, because I'm here right now. So that led me to, after that, I did survive, and the guy actually did have his own TV show, which was on public access channel 187. It was called the Lars from Mars Show. And it's actually, you can actually Google it on YouTube. It wasn't a very good show, but anyway, so I went to medical school, and it was one afternoon. I hate driving. I just everything about it, and I wanted to get my hair cut. It was a $4 haircut down one part of town, and it wasn't that far of a walk. And they said, okay, I had a flat top at the time, and they said, all right, there are only 2 streets that you can walk down, and everything will be okay. This street and that street. Unfortunately, I went down the other street. I'm going down the street, and about 2/3 of the way down the street, I realized, I'm in the wrong part of town. People are kind of coming towards me, and I'm realizing I'm about to get, beat up or worse. So I decided that the best thing to do would be to act kind of crazy, and I decided I'd be kind of thinking back. I'd watched a lot of TV as a kid, so I decided I could be like Exidor from Mork and Mindy. And they're coming towards me, and I go, no, you can't have pancakes. You're gluten intolerant. And no, you cannot have coffee. You have a pacemaker. And no, you can't have the orange juice because you're a diabetic. And the people kind of went from coming here, boom, 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 and then I said to myself, run. And I did. I went all the way down to the end of the street. And luckily for me, waiting down at the end of the street was Lars, and he said, hey, you need a ride? I said, sure. Where are we going? I said, I don't know, but I'm sure the mothership will guide us home. So eventually, I adopted a little boy from Romania, and we were out one day, and kids are great because they really prepare you for being a pediatrician because they're going to ask you a whole bunch of crazy questions. You have no idea where they're coming from. So one day we're sitting there in the middle of the mall, and it actually was in Belk, and we'd gone to 2 Italian weddings. We were going to go to the 3rd one, and he didn't like the fact that he couldn't wear a dress. And he asked me, why can't I have a dress? And I said, well, I love your grandfather too much for you to wear a dress, and you're not a girl. He looks up at me and screams, why am I not a girl? I said, yes. Pause on, he goes, what? I said, no, why? Why? You have a Y chromosome, that's why you're not a girl, and let's go get ice cream. He's like, okay, that sounds great. Ice cream is always a great idea if you want to get a child to get out of a situation. Now, we went out another time, we went to Chick-fil-A, it was in the bathroom, had one stall, and a urinal. And I was like, there's no way I'm with him, and we're going to go in the urinal. So we came out of the stall, and the only time I've ever had this happen was that saying that there was a gentleman that was handicapped in his wheelchair, and he was upset. He was like, ugh. And of course, my 4-year-old did not quite understand that he was upset. I wanted to know, why is he upset, Dad? I'm like, he's like, just wash your hands. He's like, okay. So he's getting more and more agitated, but I realized after beating all those kids in 1st grade and PE, I could definitely take this guy without any problems. So we were able to get out of there without any problems. Well, I am a pediatrician, and one of the things that I've learned is that kids do say the darndest things. And one of the things that I had a kid say once to me was, there's truth in advertising, Dr. Coccaro. Yes? Okay, go ahead. Well, it's not called the Gonna Get Seen Quick room now, is it? It's called the waiting room. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited. The mother's getting mad, but I was like, touche. So this little girl was there, and I had just finished her physical exam, and she was 7 years old, and I said, all right, now make sure you say please and thank you when you get your sticker from the nurses, because everything you need to learn, you learn in kindergarten. Well, she looked quite nervous and looked up at me and says, you didn't learn anything in medical school, Dr. Coccaro? I says, well, everything you need to learn, you learn in kindergarten, except for the fact that not everybody is born alive. Some people are born dead. Thank you very much. Hey.